Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Ilkay Gundogan as the UEFA Champions League winning midfielder is to decide his future very soon amid Barcelona links. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking on this other report claiming that Barca are set for an important meeting with super agent Josh Mendes as five topics are on the agenda. We are going to be discussing what those five topics are all about. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Manchester City and Ilkay Gundogan finally ended their wait for a UEFA Champions League title this past weekend. A KG 1-0 win over Inter Milan in the final was enough to hand the Premier League champions their first UCL title, which also happened to be the first for the German midfielder Ilkay Gundogan. As the captain of Man City, Gundogan was the man to get his hands on the trophy first. The scintillating final marked the end of a long season for the veteran, and he now has decisions to make. According to reports from Fabrizio Romano, the midfield star will choose his next destination soon. He has no shortage of options on his table, but two stand out from the pack. Barcelona, who are said to be in pole position now, offer Ilkay Gundogan a 3-year deal that will run until he is 35. His current employers, Manchester City, only offer him 1 year, albeit with an option to add another 12 months. It will thus be a battle between Pep Guardiola's former and current clubs as Gundogan seeks to evaluate his options. Several Saudi Arabian clubs and Arsenal are also interested in his profile, but currently sits down the pecking order. To leave Manchester City, having led them to their first Champions League trophy, would be the ideal manner to end his time at the Etihad and begin a new adventure. Yet, there is a concurrent school of thought that suggests that he stay on the European conquering side and play with the hard-earned tag. The coming back or the coming week will be critical for Barcelona to secure Gundogan's signature. After all, the pressure from Saudi Arabia is increasing and they could get him firm foot into the race if the process is delayed. In 31 games for the Premier League club last season, the veteran scored 8 goals and provided 4 assists. He also created 6 big chances with an average of 1.3 key passes per game. A decision is expected to be made soon, ideally by this week, and it remains to be seen if Ilkay Gundogan stays with Manchester City or jumps ship to Barcelona. Of course, Ilkay Gundogan's future continued to be a hot topic of discussion. Of course, last week there were reports of the player will only decide his future after the Champions League final has passed. And here we are, the Champions League final has passed since on Saturday. Ilkay Gundogan putting his hand on the trophy for the very first time. And what an important player he has been for them. And what a way to end a season for them. Ilkay Gundogan have been in tremendous form, and of course, Barcelona pushing so hard for him because they have seen how he has been performing, especially at the latter part of the season. Of course, we should be expecting Ilkay Gundogan's decision soon, according to this new report, because now the season is officially over across Europe, and now players now can make their final decisions as to where they want to play their football next season. So Barcelona are currently very, very optimistic that Ilkay Gundogan will surely be a Barca player because they have agreed a 3-year contract with him, according to report, but nothing has been signed yet. So the player will just confirm actually if Barca will be that ideal club, or he will make a last-minute change of mind to go to Saudi Arabian clubs that have also been putting some huge contract offers, as you would expect. But of course, I believe that Ilkay Gundogan would love to come to Barca, as it has been reported that the player really loves the city, and his wife also loves the city. And of course, Ilkay Gundogan really wants to play in Spain, where many players like to end their dream careers. And Xavi have also convinced the player quite a number of times to join, explain his project, explain his tactics, his style of play, and stuff like that. I think it will be a great signing for Ilkay Gundogan if he joins Barca. And of course, it will really help our creative midfield alongside Pedri and Gavi and Frankie de Jong to do magnificent job in the middle of the park. So let's see how it goes, as it has been reported that inside this week, as we are talking, Ilkay Gundogan will surely make a final decision to his future because there's nothing to think for. The Champions League final that he was concentrating on has passed, so now it's for him to think about his next destination. As Xavi and co wait, cross their fingers, hoping that he says yes to Barcelona and snub the Saudi Arabian clubs despite their big offers. Then on to the final story of discussion. According to Sport, Barcelona are set for an imminent meeting with super agent Josh Mendes in Catalonia. Several important matters will be on the agenda when the meeting happens, with Barcelona hoping to get some movement on the transfer operations they have planned before June 30. As many as five topics are expected to be on the discussion table when Barca meets with Josh Mendes, starting off with the future of Ansu Fati. The 20-year-old does not wish to leave Barca at this point, but the club wishes to offload him as a priority, and the onus is on Mendes to convince his client to accept a move away from Catalonia in the summer. Apart from Fati's situation, Mendes and Barca will also discuss the future of midfielder Nico Gonzalez. Nico spent his time at Valencia on loan this season and does not have much scope for game time with Barca. Real Betis are strongly interested in signing him, albeit on a loan. Barca for Japan wish to offload him permanently, so a solution needs to be found with regards to his future. The third topic on the agenda during the meeting and will be Ruben Neves. The Portuguese midfielder is ready to leave Wolves and has his heart set on a transfer to Barca, even though the Blaugrana do not see him as priority. However, with personal terms understood to have already been agreed, Barca may very well end up signing Neves, especially if Franquisi is sold. The situation of long-term Barca target Bernardo Silva will also be discussed during that meeting, although a move seems extremely unlikely, with the City A's likely to be heading to PSG, who have presented him with a lucrative offer. Finally, the contract extension of Alejandro Balde and Lamine Yamal will also be a topic of discussion during that summit. The former's new deal is understood to be agreed, whereas the Blaugrana hope to close the latter's renewal before June 30. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.